everyone, I'm your English teacher from Shri Guru Har Krishan Senior Secondary Public School, and I hope everything is good with you and your family. Now today from your literature book we will discuss chapter number 2 from unit 1. So before I discuss this chapter with you, do you know that human brain is a powerful computer? How do you think the brain control our thoughts, movement, memories and decision? How does the brain connect to the rest part of the body? To get the answer of all these questions, let's revise this chapter with me. So this is a chapter about how our brain system works. Now warm up yourself. You carry around a 3-pound mass wrinkly material in your head that controls every single thing you will ever do. From enabling you to think, learn, create and feel emotions to controlling every blink, breath and heartbeat. So what does this mean? It means our brain control each and every moment of our body, whether it is a blinking, breathtaking and heartbeat. This fascinating control center is your brain. It is a structure so amazing that a famous scientist once called it the most complex thing we have yet discovered in our universe. So it was probably said by a scientist, our brain is the most complex thing that is discovered in this universe. Your brain is faster and more powerful than a supercomputer. Is it amazing? Now let's jump into the chapter. Your kitten is on the kitchen counter. She is about to step onto a hot stove. You have only seconds to act. Assessing the signal coming from your eyes, your brain quickly calculates when, where and at what speed you will need to dive to intercept her. So here it is a situation given to you. Imagine that your kitten is going to be dive into the hot water. So you immediately your brain send a signal to your hand, to your feet that you have to take an action to save that car. So how quickly that signal pass into your body by your brain. You can imagine how quickly our brain work. Your timing is perfect and she's safe. No computer can come close to your brain awesome ability to download, process and react to the flood of information coming from your eyes, ears and other sensory organs. Here the comparison is made between brain and computer. Like our brain is more faster than a computer because it can store information, flood of information. It can download variety of thoughts process. So that is not comparable to the computer because our brain is more faster than computer. Now move on to the next one. Your brain generates enough electricity to power a light bulb. So that is an amazing fact about our brain, that our brain can generate enough electricity. That electricity is quite sufficient to light a bulb. Your brain contains about 100 billion microscopic cells called neurons. So now what are neurons? Maybe you have learned this term in science, that what are neurons. So neurons is a small particles that revolves around in our brain. So basically neurons send information to the brain also. So many that it would take you over 3000 years to count them. Also the neurons are incountable in numbers, that it will take 3000 years if we want to count these neuron cells. Whenever you dream, laugh, think, see or move, it is because tiny chemical and electrical signals are racing between these neurons along billions of tiny neuron highways. So how you perceive the things, how you laugh, how you move, this is all just because of these 100 billion neurons that we carry in our mind, that keep on working till day and night without taking any pause. Believe it or not, the activity in your brain never stops. That is again amazing. The activity in our brain never stops even if we are sleeping. It keep on working. Countless messages zip around inside it every second like a supercharged pinball machine. Now, what is a pinball machine? Maybe you have played that game in malls also. So, pinball, a game in which small metal balls are shot across a sloping board and score points by striking various targets. So, that is known as a pinball machine. So your brain works like a pinball machine because it can store 1,000 billion messages which are zipped up, which are enclosed in our brain. Your neuron create and send more messages than all the phones in the entire world. So how capable are brain and neurons that it send more messages than you store in your mobile phone. You can store more messages in your brain rather than your mobile phone. And while a single neuron generates only a tiny amount of electricity, all your neurons together can generate enough electricity to power a low wattage bulb. So what happened? A new single tiny neuron produce a very little amount of energy, but all the neutrons in a collectively they produce such an amount of electricity that it is quite sufficient uh, to produce electricity to a one bulb. Now, more information about neurons. What is the function of the neurons? Neurons send information to your brain at more than 150 miles to 40 kilometer per hour. How fastly neurons are working. So it is very clear from this one that it works at the speed of 241 kilometer per hour. That's very fast. So neurons send information to our brain and our brain react immediately to the situation. For example, a bee lands on your bare foot. So what happens? A bee lands on your bare foot. Sensory neurons in your skin relay this information to your spinal cord and the brain at a speed of more than 150 miles 241 kilometers per hour. So what happened? There he gives you a situation. Imagine a bee lands on your bare foot. So immediately your brain send a message to the spinal cord and your spinal cord send a message to your feet and you shake your feet immediately to blow off that bee. Your brain then uses motor neurons to transmit the message back through your spinal cord to your foot to shake the bee off quickly. So when you get that message from your spinal cord, you shake off that bee quickly. Motor neurons can relay this information at more than 200 miles 322 kilometers per hour. So imagine how fast that speed is when you get a message from your brain to spinal cord and from spinal cord to your foot. Now next one is when you learn you change the structure of your brain. Again, amazing fact about your brain that when you keep on learning new things you change the structure of your brain. Let's see how. Riding a bike seems impossible at first. That's very simple and that's very understood for everyone. When you are going to try something new for the first time, it seems impossible. Whether it is riding a bike, riding a cycle, driving a car, learning a new chapter in your books, that everything seems impossible. But soon you master it. How? So how you master that skill? Let's see. As you practice, your brain sends bike riding messages along certain pathways of neuron over and over. So whenever you are practicing something, your neurons are sending that message to your brain again and again, forming new connections. So they are build new connections. When you practice a thing a lot of time, they are build connections in your brain. In fact, the structure of your brain changes every time you learn, as well as whenever you have a new thought or memory. So whenever you learn something new, whenever you practice something new, the structure of your brain keep on changing. So keep on practicing and keep on learning new things. Now, exercise help makes you smarter. We know that the benefits of exercise, even that benefits of exercise not only you can see on your body, even it helps your brain also. How? Let's see. It is well known that any exercise that make your heart beat faster like running or playing football is great for your body and can even help improve your mood. So we know that any sort of exercise like uh, riding a bicycle that make your heartbeat more faster than a normal and then benefits your heart too. But scientists have recently learned that for a period of time after you have exercised, your body produces a chemical that makes your brain more receptive to learning. So, what happens when you keep on doing exercise? Your brain release a chemical that will help you to learn new things. So, you must do exercises daily. So, if you are stuck on a homework problem, go out and play a game of soccer. Then try the problem again. You might discover that you are able to solve it. So, that is a very simple. If you're stuck in a problem, you are not getting the solution, just leave that problem. Go outside, play, and then come back to the problem. You will be able to solve that one because it is being proven by the science. So this is a bulk of information about your brain, how amazingly it is working. I hope you understood the chapter. In your today's class, your teacher will discuss the question answer and back exercise of this chapter. Till the time, stay safe, stay at home. Thank you.